You guys will not believe what happened. Yo, what's going on, Mango fam? It's your boy Chris Mangos back with another YouTube video, and today I have a story time about my crazy ex. Okay, so honestly, I don't know where to start from this video, so let's just start from the beginning. Last summer, I met this girl off of Tinder. Yes, Tinder, and I honestly thought she was so cute and I was attracted to her and I loved her vibe. We started talking before we even met up and I thought everything was perfect. So we made a day to go to the beach, and so we went to the beach. Everything was fine. We were literally there for like probably 8 hours just chilling, talking about life, taking pictures. Everything was great. And after that, we started talking for 3 months. And I was happy. I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed going to the movies with her, going on dates with her. And before that whole relationship even started, I did not date a girl for literally 2 years because my heart was broken and I got cheated on. So I basically put up a wall until I met her. So I decided to bring down my wall and just start talking to her. 3 months went by and I really trusted her, so we actually started dating. Now, throughout the relationship, in the beginning, I was happy. We were doing everything like a cute couple would, and I wasn't doing social media at the time, so I had a lot of time for her. But when I did social media and started doing it every single day, my time for her dwindled away because I just had no time for her anymore, and she lived an hour away from me, and honestly, I didn't want to drive to her house all the time. She didn't even have a car to drive to me, so it was just even harder. So after a while, more arguments started to happen, and it became really toxic to the point where I just didn't care to hang out with her anymore, and I just didn't care to talk. But she, on the other hand, was in love with me and just obsessed with me, but I didn't feel the same exact way. And at first, I felt like I loved her. Like, I had butterflies whenever I talked to her, and everything was fine. And then later down the road, I just never got those feelings again, and I just felt bad because I didn't want to break up with her because she did make me happy, and she did do a lot for me, and I have a heart, and I never broke up with someone in my life, and I just didn't know what to do, so I just kept it going and going. But when I started to do social media and I went higher in numbers and followers, then everything changed. She started to cling to me more and more, and I was just trying to focus on my career, and she just didn't understand that. But when I told her I couldn't hang out because I had a YouTube video or I had to record TikToks, it was all hell breaks loose. And because I only saw her on the weekends, because throughout the whole school week it was just a hassle to drive an hour and drive an hour back, but I only saw her on the weekends, so sometimes we wouldn't see each other for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and it came to the point we didn't see each other for a month. And honestly, I was fine with it, but she made a huge deal about it. But this is where everything literally just went downhill, when she started to be really emotional, when I couldn't talk to her, when she wanted to FaceTime until 3 in the morning on a school night, and she just didn't get that. And there was points where I FaceTimed her until 3 in the morning just to make her happy, even though I really just didn't want to, because she would just cry and cry for no reason. And I just tried my best to be a good boyfriend and help her out, but it just stressed me out to the point where I was just done with it. And by the end of the relationship, she got me Shawn Mendes tickets for the summer concert. We were gonna go to Florida, and I was so excited, but at the same time in my mind, I just wasn't happy, and it wasn't the place for me to be. I just thought a relationship at that point was not for me, because I couldn't have a relationship and focus on social media at the same exact time. So one night I told her that we need a break, and she started legit crying like any girl would, and like I would if I loved someone. I would cry as well. After I told her we needed a break, it kind of felt weird afterwards because we didn't talk, we didn't FaceTime, and it just didn't feel real. But honestly, I didn't know this was the girl that I was gonna be like, yo, I need some space, I just need time to myself. I never thought in the beginning that it would be anything like this, but I guess it just happened. So going on with that, a couple weeks later, I just decided, you know, that I can't do this anymore and we just need to be friends. Everything ended pretty well, but it wasn't like, you know, best friends. We're best friends now, talking all the time. We were just, you know, friends. After a couple weeks later, after everything went down, I'm sitting on my sister's couch and I'm trying to look at my new YouTube video that came out the day before. And come to find out, my whole entire YouTube is deleted. It says no user found. My heart dropped and I tried to go on my emails to see if I got an email from YouTube, and there was nothing. My email was corrupted and I wasn't getting emails as well, and I'm like, what is going on? Now remember what I told you. It's all going to make sense after I tell you this next part. So if you guys don't know, my birthday is October 24th, which was last month. So I decided to fly back last month to see my family and my friends. And the day before I left, I decided, hey, let's have a boys' night. And so we had a boys' night and all the boys decided it was a good idea to have girls over. Now, I thought it was a good idea for some reason to invite my ex. Now, I don't know what was going on in my mind. I don't know why I just decided to text her. And I don't know why, but it was a bad idea. So she decided to come over and everything. We started just talking. Everyone was having a good time. And then all of a sudden, she randomly looks at me and goes, just to let you know, I deleted your YouTube channel 5 months ago. And I'm like, what did you do? And she laughs and says, I deleted everything. It doesn't matter now because, you know, you got YouTube back and you're doing good. And I look at her and I'm like, are you kidding me, right? I was beyond mad. It wasn't the fact that I lost the subscribers, because I didn't even have a large amount of subscribers. It was the fact that I lost all of my content. Now, mind you, I had like 30 videos on my YouTube channel that I worked very hard for. I edited them for hours. I recorded for hours. And those were just memories for my friends that I can't get back. And there was hella story times on there, which I can't just be in front of the camera and tell again because I don't remember all the details. So it took me about 20 minutes to just overcome all that and just realize, you know what, there's nothing I could do now. Let's just continue on with the night. So it got until 1 in the morning and everyone started to get tired. So people went home and I just said, hey, just stay the night with me. I don't know what was going through my mind that night, but we ended up hooking up. Now, hooking up with your ex is the worst idea you can ever do, and until this day, I just don't understand why I did it. But besides the point, we woke up the next morning and my plane ride was 3 hours after we woke up, so we were in a rush to go to the airport. My friend dropped me off in the airport and I got on my plane. And this is where everything gets crazy. So 3 hours on my plane, I'm eating cookies with my best friend, looking out the window with a nice view, and I'm just chilling, right? So I fall asleep, and then an hour later, I wake up to a text that says, yo, where's your Instagram? And I'm like, what do you mean, where's my Instagram? I go to my best friend and I'm like, yo, check my Instagram right now. And he checks it and it says, no user found. And my heart dropped. I'm looking all around thinking that like someone hacked me on my plane flight while I was asleep, and I didn't think anything of it. So I got off the plane and I got an email, and it says in my email, your password has been changed. If this wasn't you, reset your password. So I instantly reset my password to a 31 character password, and I got my Instagram back, thankfully. And when I got back to my Instagram, all of my pictures were gone. Now, I've been on Instagram for 3 years and I had 80 photos, and those are photos I just can't get back. And come to find out, this is the craziest part. 2 weeks later, I get a FaceTime call from my best friend saying, yo, you need to get alone right now. I need to tell you something right now. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? I don't know what is going on. And he says, it's about my ex. And I'm like freaking out. I don't know what's going on. And I get on a FaceTime call with him with her roommate at her dorm. Now, I cannot believe what I heard. And the thing that I heard was insane. Her roommate told me that she has a video of her deleting my Instagram in some way. When I was sleeping that night, she went through my phone, went through all of my notes, and found my Instagram password and took it down, put it on her phone, and waited for me to get on my flight to go into my Instagram and delete everything. Now, what psychotic damn person would actually do that? And here's the video right here.
Yo, Molly's a f***ing psycho. She's literally deleting her ex's Instagram account, and her ex
famous.
is famous.
He makes money off of this. This is his whole life.
Oh my god, Molly!
Oh my god, why am I doing this? I'm a terrible person.
And as you guys can tell, she is absolutely insane, and she got in a fight with her roommate, and she's not even living in the dorm anymore. So her roommate decided to expose her. Now, I don't know what went through her mind that night to even like, hey, I'm gonna go through this guy's Instagram and literally try to ruin his career, because my Instagram is where I get all of my activity, not my biggest platform, but my most important platform. And for anyone trying to do that, how are you going to do that to someone that works hard? It's not like I did something horrible to her to the point where, you know, she wanted to like kill herself or anything. Like, I just ended things with her. So she deleted my YouTube and tried to delete my Instagram, and I just don't understand how someone in the right mind could go and decide to delete my Instagram and legit say, oh, my ex is famous and everything, he makes money off of this, and deletes it while she says that. How are you going to even do that? You are absolutely insane. With that being said, do not get back with your ex, because it is a bad idea. Don't even think about getting with a toxic person, because if you guys are trying to do social media, they can literally ruin your career in the long run. They can hold a piece of evidence for the longest time and wait for you to get big, and then bam, it's all over social media because you are huge now. So everyone, please watch out. Don't ever go to your ex. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe, comment down below about your ideas of the story time, and I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video. Peace out.